Hello, hello, hello. It is 9 p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there's any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, howdy, gang. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I will be your net control for tonight. I got to send a big shout out to Miresto, KI5PZN, and KI5SYX for filling in for me last week. Thank you. It was a great weekend for sure. I'm transmitting from IQTH in Northwest Austin to the flagship 14732 over Peter. Tonight's Trivia Net will be a hybrid net using the N50AK, KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on, but we'll be shutting that down soon enough. So I think I've noticed it doesn't kick y'all out of the bingo anymore. It just keeps y'all going, and everybody's good. That's pretty awesome. So to check into tonight's Trivia Net, all you'll need is a smartphone, a tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, just a reminder to see all the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting on, visit n50ak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we have our very own Friday Night Trivia Net channel in the Discord. Swing by and join everybody there. We've got Ed Astra going on in the video net, so if you want to watch a little space kind of fun, come hang out with us in the video net. We got Tony, Steve, Scott, and Bill hanging out. Good to see y'all, gentlemen. Howdy, howdy. All right, now that you have your device, open a web browser and go to n50ak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are studying for your license. If you can hear my voice, you are welcome to play, and we'd love to see you in the game tonight. Tonight's trivia game will be divided up into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. Tonight's topics are as follows. Round 1 is the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So think about that, just the Sorcerer's Stone. Round number 2, it's everybody's newest game to hate. It's the Dragon Drop Goes Pop. So we're going to be putting things in order. And y'all hate that, but it's because y'all suck at it. But there's only one way to get better, right? Practice. So it's all about pop music. Ought to be a whole lot of fun and cause quite the discord. Round number 3 is Dungeons and Dragons. Round number 4 is Frank Sinatra. Once again, this is the Okies versus the Roadies. We're at the very first Friday of the month. So when it's time to sign up, you're going to have to pick a team. After each round, we'll have a short intermission to aid and drink refills and take care of all bodily functions. As always, questions, comments, and friendly taunting are welcome during the game, because it's Friday night, and we're here to have some fun. At the conclusion of tonight's trivia game, everyone will get sent home in style by our final elimination round. One wrong answer, and you will be officially done for the night, so make sure you pace yourself on those adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anyone has any questions before we get tonight's trivia net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. Scott and Tiffany winning the bingo game. Way to go. We got Bill in the number 2 spot, Karin in the number 3 spot. We got 18 people, 19 people hanging out playing the bingo. All right, let's get y'all moved over into the Friday Night Trivia Net. And if you would, please make your name and your call sign look like those over there on the right. I would appreciate it. We're also going to make you pick a team, so you know which team you're on. You're either on the Crossroads team or on the Oak Hill team. So get in here, tell us where you're from, pick your teams. We'll give y'all just a second to get logged in. And once again, if you'd like to play along tonight, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org. Just click the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, just scroll down to the bottom. There's a big green button. Click on that thing, and you can sign in. We've got 20 people hanging out with us so far, getting all registered as to who's on what team, and 21. So if you want to come play with us, now is the time. And of course, every week we give away amazing door prizes for those of you that check in on time. Tonight's prize, big surprise. It's a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the wheel and see who the big winners will be tonight. And a big congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary membership as well as your request to join the Discord community. And now's a good time to join the Discord. We got people paying attention. So if you're not in the Discord and you want to come watch Ad Astra, or if you want to come hang out and have the B side of the conversation, the Discord is where it is. Head over to n5oak.org and join us on the Discord. For those of you who are new and haven't checked into the net so far, or ever, I'm going to run through a practice question real quick to show you how the game works. So here's a great time to start paying attention. Questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answers will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely, as you only get one shot to answer the question. And once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed, as well as what everyone else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's the number located at the top left of your screen, and it will always be available during gameplay. Now that everyone understands how the game works, we're going to do one more question because we have a whole round of this type. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go into question number 2. This is moving things around and putting them in order. So this will give you a taste of how this works. You'll have 30 seconds to do this in the game. Question number 2. Arrange these numbers from least to greatest, top to bottom. All right, so give this a whirl. So let's see how everybody put them in order. This was the most top voted order. I don't think y'all got that right. I don't know how this works. This is always fun. So let's see if you got the correct answers. The correct answers are 1, 2, 3, 4, obviously. So let's see how y'all did on that. Hopefully y'all did all right. And if not, we have a whole round, and it's a versus game, so I'm sure tempers will be flying. So now that everybody understands how the game works, let's see who has checked in so far tonight. We've got 26 players with us tonight for our Okies versus Roadies. And let's see who is playing tonight. We got Norman, N5ZOT. We got the Chad from Louise. I always love it when Chad is here. We have Gerardo, and he's from Pasadena, and I got your message on the website. He's studying for his license. He doesn't have it yet, so welcome, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. Ernesto, KI5PZN. We got Holly, W5LUL, and Dave, KI5STT. Let's see how they do on this Dungeons and Dragons round. We got John and Diane, KE5RS. We have Mark A. and Jason, KB5MPJ. We've got Steve, KI5HWD, Ken, KI5VGN, Scott, KI5OBD. We got a guest, otherwise known as KG5SXL, Sky, N5LX hanging out with us. We got Randy, KJ5AFM, Kent, KI5RBT. We got Bill, W5ITZ, Steve, KI5UKF, Tony, KJ5AGH, and Scott down in Port O'Connor. We've also got Rob, the Lazy Dog, K9LZY. He's hanging out in Lakeway. We got Mike, W7WAG in Sugarland, Texas. We got Karin, KI5ZPA in Austin. We got Gary and Steve, KG5LAA in the group. That's 26 people right there. So let's get everybody moved over into round number one. Round number one is all about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Let's see, man. I didn't see Jeffrey or Ashley in the game tonight. She's a big Harry Potter fan, so no telling. All right, so let's see if anybody has any questions before we get the game going. If you have any questions, now would be a great time to raise your hand and say something. Please come with your name and call sign now.
W7QAG, Rusty. I got confused somewhere along the line, and I typed in my call sign wrong. That should be W7QAG. I had fat finger syndrome, sorry.
W7QAG, I got you all fixed up, man. You are good to go, Mike. All right, anybody else out there got anything for us before we get the party started? All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzers. Friday Night Trivia Net will begin in T-minus 10 seconds. All right, what creatures appear with the Privet Drive sign above the opening shot of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone? All right, let's see what y'all think. An owl. 69% going with owl. Cat coming in second, followed by dog. Nobody picked a rat. So 69%, y'all gotta know something, right? You do. Although Professor McGonagall was shown shortly afterwards in cat form, the opening shot of the film is of an owl perched atop the sign. Question number 2. Whose trading card does Harry get when he opens his chocolate frog on the train? Yeah, so Sky says he's never seen Harry Potter. I'm pretty sure I've seen all of them once or twice, but I don't remember a whole lot of it. So, Let's see what y'all think. 73% said Albus Dumbledore. Let's see if y'all are right. You are. After Harry buys the entire cart full of sweets, he opens a chocolate frog to find Albus Dumbledore's trading card. Ron says he has a number of them. Question number 3 in the Harry Potter round. Which Hogwarts house does the sorting hat not mention during the initial sorting ceremony? Well, y'all are going with Hufflepuff, followed by Ravenclaw, Slytherin, and then Gryffindor. So which of these things does the sorting hat not mention? Which one of these houses? Is it Hufflepuff? It is not. It is Ravenclaw. During the sorting ceremony, Harry, Ron, and Hermione are put into Gryffindor. Draco Malfoy is put into Slytherin, and Susan Bones is put into Hufflepuff. Any sorting into Ravenclaw happens off-screen. And there you have it. Question number 4. Which Hogwarts professor do Harry and Hagrid encounter at the Leaky Cauldron while shopping? Yeah, Sky, there's a sorting hat. It's a magical type movie. You have to watch it. They're on the Plex server if you want to watch. I have all of them. Let's see what you think. Professor Quirrell is what y'all think. Let's see who's coming in second. Snape, McGonagall, and then nobody picked on the little nymph. Let's see if y'all are right. You are indeed. While out shopping for school supplies, Harry and Hagrid encounter Professor Quirrell in the Leaky Cauldron right before opening the passage to the Diagon Alley. Question number 5, and halfway through the Harry Potter round. So far, not so many bitching on the Discord. So I think we might have some Harry Potter fans. What is the name of this fantastic beast from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone? So Philip is professing his love of Harry Potter in the Discord channel. He loves this movie, and thank you, Gary, for picking Randy. That's a great answer. All right, so let's see. Fluffy coming in number 1, followed by Norbert, Fang, and then Randy. What is the name of this fantastic beast? It's Fluffy. But thank you, Gary, for picking Randy. I changed it in there because maybe, if we're lucky, KC3NAG's lurking, so I named that horrible thing after Randy. All right, well, there we have it. We are halfway through. Let's throw the rankings up and see Bill, W5ITZ, in the number 1 spot. Way to go, Bill. We got Randy, KJ5AFM, that's a different Randy, and Steve, KI5UKF, in the number 3 spot. Way to go, Steve. All right. Well, y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into the Night's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. So let's see. Let's do a little Okies versus Roadies and see how the Oak Hill's up 206 to 189. So y'all better Y'all better watch out, roadies. Man, we're coming for you. All right, question number 6 is coming up next, and that means it's time to place your bets. Oh, the Discord. Gotta love it. All right, well, take this, guys. What color is the sweater that Harry gets from Mrs. Weasley in the Christmas gift? Which one? All right, so let's see what color sweater. What was it? Y'all are going with red. Red followed by green and then orange and then blue. Oh, that poor person that picked blue. You know what? Let's see. Was it red? It wasn't. It was blue. 4%. That is one person, and that one person was Karin. KI5ZTA. And Karin, you got 59 points on that, so you're pretty sure, or you were early lucky guess. Karin, get in here and tell us, did you know this, or were you just the only person to guess right?
Rusty, there must be a Karen in here somewhere because it tells me that I got it wrong. I picked orange. KI5ZTA.
You were right. I was in the wrong spot. It was Sky that got it right. My bad. All right, Sky. N5LX. I know you didn't know. So Sky totally picked. All right. Well, congratulations, Sky. Come in here and tell us all about it.
There's nothing to tell. I don't know any of these. I've never seen the movies. N5LX.
All right, well, that makes it even better at this. So let's see what that did to the score. That kept Steve in the number 1 spot, Mark A in the number 2 spot, and Rob in the number 3 spot. All right, well, let's see how y'all do with question number 7. In which position does Ron place Hermione for the life-size version of Wizard's chess? Let's see what he made Hermione be. Y'all are thinking she was the castle, followed by the queen, the bishop, and the knight. So let's see which one is correct. Is this 36 at the castle? It is. One of the challenges that Harry, Ron, and Hermione must overcome is to get the Sorcerer's Stone as a life-size game of Wizard's chess. Ron, being the best chess player of the group, assumes the position of a knight. He then places Harry as a bishop and Hermione as a castle. Question number 8. It's almost over. At the end of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, what does Hagrid give to Harry in the train station? Not one single vote for cake. Not one. We got a tie for first and second between the photo album and a Larry from Harry's mother, and then we got James Potter's notebook coming in third. So let's see what it was. I'd laugh if it's cake, but it's not. It's the photo album. Before Harry boards the Hogwarts Express for the trip home, Hagrid gives him a photo album with pictures of his parents. Question number 9. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, who first utters the word magic? So let's see, who utters the word magic first? Y'all are going with Uncle Vernon, almost half of you. Hagrid coming in second, then we got a tie between Hermione and Harry. So let's see, in the movie, who first utters the word magic? The correct answer is Harry. When Harry tries to explain what happened at the zoo with the Python glass enclosure disappearing, he said it was like magic. Way to go to the four of y'all that got that. Question number 10. What American singer-songwriter composed the ultimately scrapped song, I'll Stand By You, for the film? I wouldn't have picked any of these. I was really kind of surprised all these names came up. Y'all are going with Billy Joel, 60%. Michael Jackson coming in second. Then we got a tie between Bruce Springsteen and Stevie Wonder for third and fourth. The correct answer is Bruce Springsteen. It's really kind of interesting. I'll summarize the paragraph. Basically, the song sucked and they decided they didn't want to do it. So, presto bingo. Life is great. All right. Well, there you have it for round number 1. Let's add up the scores and see how we're doing. We got Steve, KI5 UKF, winning. Check it out. We got Mark A coming in second and Ernesto, KI5PZN in the number 3 spot. Let's go chat with Steve, KI5 UKF, which one's got you, and you can scroll down past the scoreboard and it'll show you which one's nailed you. So, which one's got you, man? You only got 6 right.
Yeah, Rusty, I'm looking because I don't ever remember which ones I miss. Looks like number 6. What color was the sweater? I know somebody had on an ugly orange sweater. Maybe it was Ron. I remember that. And then also the chess question I missed. And then I missed the end of the movie Gift, and I missed Uncle Vernon. I thought Uncle Vernon was the first person to say the word magic. Back to you, Net Control.
Yeah, it was kind of bogus. As those are the hard ones. What color and who said what first? So I get you on that one. Well, congrats, man. You got 444 points, and that puts you in the number 1 spot. We got Mark A in second place, and if memory serves, Mark A is down in Buda. So, Mark, you got half of them right. Are you a big Harry Potter fan?
Hey, Rusty, it's been a lot of years since I've seen a Harry Potter. I think I missed all the same ones that Steve did, so, kind of luck of the draw.
Yeah, understandable, and I think this was the first one, so, they did 10 of them, so yeah, it's been a while since this one's been in circulation. I was kind of surprised that it was in the most recent ones. Well, cool, man. Let's go talk to Ernesto, KI5PZN. Ernesto is a huge Harry Potter fan. I know. He says that he spent most of his life watching this movie, and congratulations, Ernesto.
This is KI5PZN. I've never watched the movie. It's funny. I was just clicking the faster that I could, whatever the cursor was resting on. I never read any of the answers or the questions because I have no idea. But I got to number 3, so hooray!
Well, good for you, man. That's, right, 337 points. All right, well, there's your top 3. Let's see how we're doing for the Okies versus the Roadies. Who is in the number 1 spot? The Oak Hill is in the number 1 with 182 points, and the Crossroads coming in second with 97 points. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. All right, well, we're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. Let's see. Scott says, well, I lose my points if I log out and fix my profile. You can change your name and you'll be fine. It should be by device. As long as you're in on the same device, you should be good. As long as I know which Scott is what, I can also add them up at the end of the thing. So don't you worry, man. You will get your points. I'm going to move everybody into our first intermission, and we will see you back here for round number 2. All right, it's time for round number 2. And y'all are going to hate me because round number 2 is drag and drop. Drag and drop goes pop. It's all about pop music. All kinds of poppy fun. Like I said, you got 30 seconds to get everything in order. And we'll debug their code. Hopefully it works. It is very important that you get all of them correct. If you get some of them correct, it doesn't work, so I've been told. So, like I said, we'll play with this and see how you like it. I know you hate it, but it's fun to watch y'all squirm. All right, so round number 2, drag and drop goes pop. Y'all get ready, loosen up your fingers. You're going to start moving things around and typing nasty words in the Discord. So let's see how you do at this. We'll let everybody take a quick reset. We will come back with question number 1. Oh yes, the Discord is already lighting up. All right, y'all pay attention because this is going to tell you how you want them in order and what you want. So it's very, very important that you pay attention to the words in the statements. Let's see how y'all do. Question number 1. Starting with the earliest, arrange these Michael Jackson albums in order of their release. Starting with the earliest. All right, well, here we go. Let's see how y'all do. So this, according to the computer, is the top voted order of Off the Wall, Dangerous, Bad, and Thriller. The correct answers are as follows, which 36% of you got. It is Off the Wall, then Thriller. Off the Wall came out in 1979. Then Thriller, which came out in 1982. Bad came out in 1987, and Dangerous came out in 1991. All right, question number 2 in our fantastical drag and drop round. Drag and drop these platinum-selling British artists in order of album sales from highest to lowest. Here we go.
Okay, so officially, what box is number 2?
All right, so we have Elton John, Queen, Led Zeppelin, and Pink Floyd. So the top voted order here looks like that, and the correct order is actually Elton John. He tops the list with over 208 million records sold, followed by Queen, which is 184 million, Led Zeppelin 142 million, and Pink Floyd 123 million. All right, let's see. 12% of you got that right. Let's see who got this one right. We got Tony, KJ5AGH. Way to go, Tony, for getting that one right. Scott, KI5OVD. Way to go. And Randy, KJ5AFM. Those are your 3 people that got it right. Way to go, y'all. Question number 3. Turn up the radio on these 1980s one-hit wonders in chronological order. Put these things in chronological order. All right, let's see what our top voted order. There's your top voted order. The correct order on all of these is as follows. Tainted Love came out in 1982. 99 Luftballons come out in 1983. Take On Me came out in 1985. And Don't Worry, Be Happy came out in 1988. 19% of you got that one. Way to go. Question number 4. Chart these 2022 Billboard artists from most top 10 singles to fewest. So put the top on the top and the fewest on the bottom. Here we go. All right, Norman, you did not miss here. We got Dungeons and Dragons coming up later. This is the Dragon Drop. You got to go to hell before you get to heaven. So there we have it. All right, so let's see what y'all voted these things in. And here's your top voted order for the answers. The correct answers are as follows. Drake coming in number 1 with 13 Billboard Top 10 hits. Taylor Swift had 10. Followed by Kendrick Lamar, who had 4, and then Doja Cat, who had 3. There you are. I'm surprised, Sky, you haven't heard of Doja Cat. I mean, you seem like a Doja Cat type guy. Question number 5, and halfway through the Dragon Drop Pop round. Dragon Drop these soundtrack artists' albums in order for most copies sold. So put the soundtrack albums in order for most copies sold. Let's see how y'all do. All right, lots of bitching and moaning in the Discord. Let's see. Here's our top voted order of what they were. The correct order is as follows. The Bodyguard coming in number 1. They sold 18 million units, followed by Saturday Night Fever, came out in 1977, sold 16 million units. Dirty Dancing came out in 1987 with 11 million units, and Footloose from 1984 came in with 9 million units. All right, 7% of you got that. John and Diane, I believe, are the 7% that got that question right. Nope, Kent, KI5 RBT is also, there's your 7. Kent, John, and Diane. Let's throw the scoreboard up and see what that looks like for y'all. Looks like we got Tony, KJ5AGH, in the number 1 spot with 167 points. Kent, KI5 RBT in the number 2 spot with 134 points, and Jason, KB5MPJ in the number 3 spot with 110 points. Low scoring game. All right, we had a little KA5D interference. Something's going on over there, so I just dumped them off. So if we've had people on the KA5D system, I think they were doing some fixes for the 220. I don't know that it's the 220, but it seems to be a whole lot of static, so we shall see. All right, well, here's our top three. Let's, you know what? We'll just keep it at that. Y'all look at your scores while you're doing that. We're going to let everybody know that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n50ak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got 29 people hanging out with us. Looks like we've got, I don't know, the top score is 167. This round's a whole lot of fun. You got to drag and drop things and put them in order, and it's just got everybody rage quitting. Question number 6 is next. Y'all know what to do. Place your bets. Okay, can you do it? Place these best-selling country artists in order of who has brought home the most bacon, aka album sales. So, who has the most album sales out of all these people? Top to bottom, make it happen. Remember, it's just all your points. All right, we're done with this one. So let's see what our top voted order was. The correct order, however, is as follows. As of 2023, Garth Brooks has sold over 170 million albums worldwide, followed by George Strait, who has sold over 120 million albums, followed by Dolly Parton, who has sold more than 100 million albums, and Willie Nelson, who has sold over 60 million albums. I would have thought Willie would have been on top, and I mean Nelson. And so that's impressive. I knew George, I would have put, well, I don't know how I would have done that, but I think Willie would have been more on top. All right, well, so 16% of you got that right. Let's see what this does to the old scoreboard. Kent made 67 points off of that one. KI5 RVT in the number 1 spot with 201 points. Jason, KB5 MPJ in the number 2 spot with 110 points. And Scott, KI5 OBD in the number 3 spot with 84 points. Way to go, way to go. Yes, thank you, Philip. I love it. I'm surprised there's only 4. All right, question number 7. The Eagles took it to the limit in the 1970s. Arrange these albums in order of their release. Let's see if we can do this. All right, let's see what y'all think. Here's your top voted order. The correct order, however, is this. We're going to start out with Desperado. It hit the record shelves in 1973. On the Border was released in 1974. Hotel California came out in 1976, and The Long Run came out in 1979. 15% of you got that right. That was Ken, KI5, VGN, and Karin, KI5ZPA. I think they're cheating. I think they're totally cheating off each other. Mark A got that right. Way to go, Mark A. And guest, KG5SXL. All right, there's your 15% out of 30 people playing. Question number 8. They say it's your birthday, so celebrate the Beatles' birthdays in order from oldest to youngest. Put the Beatles in order from oldest to youngest. All right, let's see how many Beatles fans we have. This is our top voted order right here, the correct order, in order from oldest to youngest. It goes Ringo Starr, July 7th, 1940. John Lennon, October 9th, 1940. Paul McCartney, June 18th, 1942. And George Harrison on February 25th of 1943. 13% got it right. And that's enough to move to question number 9. Drag and drop these members of the 27 Club in the order in which they died. Well, this might be in y'all's favor. 50% of you got this right. 50%. I think it's the biggest one so far. Here is our top voted order right here. The correct order of which these people died from the 27 Club. Let's see if you got this right. Uh-oh, I just lost my screen. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. All right, the correct answer is as follows. Jimi Hendrix died on September 17th, 1970. Janis Joplin died October 4th, 1970. Kurt Cobain, April 5th, 1994. And Amy Winehouse, July 23rd, 2011. They were all 27 years old at the time of their death, which is where the 27 Club comes in. Question number 10. All right. Spread the rumor that these Fleetwood Mac singles all come from the same album by putting them in order of their release. Same album, when were they released? Oh, I think Scott likes this round a whole lot. This is great. All right, so here's your top voted order. Here is the correct order. And guys, this is the last one in this round, so don't you worry. Don't you worry. The rest of them are all multiple choice. Here is the correct order. Go Your Own Way came out in 1976 and was the first single from Fleetwood Mac's Rumors and the band's first top 10 hit. Dreams came out in 1977 and was the second single in their first #1. Then came Don't Stop in 1977, and finally, You Make Lovin' Fun. All right, I make lovin' fun and trivia fun, and we're done with our fun round of 2. So let's total up the scores. KI5 OBD is in the #1 spot. All that bitching and moaning on the Discord, you're in the #1 spot. We'll talk to him about that. Kent, KI5, RBT. Oh, we got a great picture of Ernesto. Love it. And then Mark A in the #3 spot. Let's go talk to KI5 OBD. Scott, you're in the #1 spot. You didn't even get half of these right, man. This is awesome. Do you love these questions or what?
I'm loving this game so far. I'm doing pretty well, and I'm not winning. I'm just sucking less than most of you guys. I'm sucking pretty bad too, but I'm betting 0 tonight. I'm not risking any points. I know you don't gain anything if you bet nothing, but it's working so far. I think I'll continue to bet nothing. Lots of fun. KI5 OBD. Thanks, Rusty.
So, are you ready for our brunch tomorrow, man? I've been looking forward since we started talking about it. But Ernesto and I, we got a whole group of people. Are you ready for some pie and some breakfast?
Yes, I am. Looking forward to it. I'm pacing myself extra on the adult beverages tonight, so I'll be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at bright and early at 10:30. So we'll see y'all there. Come on down to Kyle and have brunch with us at the pie shop. You can't miss it. Just look for the giant slice of pie on the roof. KI5 OBD. Back to that.
I'm totally getting a picture under the big piece of pie on the roof. I can't not. Well, all right, let's go talk to Kent, KI5 RBT. Way to go, Kent. You're in the #2 spot. You got 3 right. Same way with Mark A. Are you thinking about coming to Kyle for brunch tomorrow, Kent?
I don't think so. But, yeah, this is terrible. 201 points to make second place. That's just like... I've never seen anything like this. This is like the race to get to the bottom. KI5 RBT, back to that.
Yeah, man, we'll just rename the drag and drop round the suck the least round, and we'll just leave it at that because nobody likes these. All right, well, let's go talk to Mark A. Mark A got 3 right as well. Mark, will you be joining us with Holly and Dave for the fun food and festivities and pie tomorrow morning?
Hey, Rusty, that's negative. I'm going to be doing some Easter weekend plans. I do want to say that I dislike this particular format for these questions with the intensity of 1,000 suns. But it is a great equalizer, so had a lot of fun with it. 3 questions right is probably better than average for me, so it's all good.
Right on, man. Well, enjoy your Easter. Hope you have a happy weekend, and we'll see you on our next event, which we've already got planned. All right, let's add up all the rounds and see who's doing what for the Friday night trivia net. Look at that, Mark A. coming in first place in the Trivia Net round with 607 points. Steve, KI5 UKF, coming in second with 444 points. And Rob, K9LZY, in the #3 spot with 422 points. All right, let's see how we're doing with the Okies versus the Roadies. The Okies, 273 versus the Roadies, 155. Well, we're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Tonight's first question is who's your favorite Thursday night net? And if you would, please vote on this one. That's all I care about. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. No more drag and drop, y'all. No more drag and drop. It's time for a little bit of a break and 2 more rounds of fun. We'll see y'all right here for round number 3 next. And just like that. Well, let's see who Ernesto. Ernesto gets us 9 votes. Way to go, Ernesto. Ray coming in second with 3 votes. Idea coming in third. And Chad. They tied. Both get a vote. Ernesto is like our favorite net controller of all time, so way to go, man. Alright, well, we just kicked off KA5D again, because apparently it was having some problems. I don't know what's going on over there, but we're going to leave it alone for tonight. So if you were listening on the KA5D system, it just got real quiet. And come over here. You'll just have to guess. Alright, we're going to move everybody into round number 3. Round number 3. What is round number 3? Ah, the Dungeons and Dragons round. This one would be good. Alright, Cody, go to K5TMT-R. Here, I guess we should, yeah. Alright, well, you told him, but just in case. K5TMT-R. That'll get him in. Alright, round number 3, Dungeons and Dragons. We've done all the fun things that we need to do. So, it's time for question number 1. Oh, very cool. I did not realize that we had a CRHRC echo link. You can also do W5LCR-L. All right, cool. I'll add that to the list, Bill. Very fun. All right, question number 1. Here we go. What popular science fiction TV uses the Dungeons and Dragons typeface for its series logo? Let's see what we think on this. Wow, Stranger Things, 70%. We got a tie for the Umbrella Academy and the Expanse, and then the Dark coming in fourth. So let's see what it is. Yeah, it's Stranger Things. Stranger Things 2016, the president uses the Dungeons & Dragons font in its title as an homage to the game, which plays a pivotal role in the series. Question number 2. What simple innate spell can characters cast at will in Dungeons & Dragons? Well, we're lighting up all the answers, but boy, oh boy. So, enhancement. The enhancement is coming in first. Enhancements always require pills, and those aren't free. So I think that's probably wrong just by that theory. The cantrip and the jinx tied for second and third, invocation fourth. So what is it? What is it? It is the cantrip. Cantrip spells don't take up a spell slot and be cast at will, as they have typically been perfected by the character, either due to class or race. Alright, finally a game where you can be divided in class and race. I think that's what the whole society needs. Question number 3. What cultural concern swept the U.S. in the 1970s and 80s from parents' fear that Dungeons and Dragons was an evil influence? So basically, parents have just always hated what their kids have been up to. Because when it was my generation, it was, the evil of rap music and the video games that were rotting our brains. And in the 70s and the 80s, it was Dungeons and Dragons. All right, let's see what y'all think. Right, so all of these are pretty awesome, I gotta say, but let's see what the number one answer was. It was Satanic Panic. 69% of you with that. The Demonic Dread coming in second, followed by the Devil Revel, and then the Lucifer Lunacy. I love it. All right, so what were these crazy parents? These parents were on drugs. That's where all these names came from. Let's see what it is. It was the Satanic Panic in the late 1970s and early 80s. Spawned a nationwide satanic panic with parents targeting fantasy novels, heavy metal music, and most intensely, Dungeons and Dragons. Alright, that was fantastic. Question 4. What drink in the Dungeons and Dragons universe do only the toughest of dwarves imbibe? Alright, 43%, really, 43% went with the Goblin Grog. We had a tie for the Gutbuster and Weatherby's Whirler, the Beholder coming in fourth. So what is this drink called? It's the Gutbuster. The Gutbuster said to only be sipped by the toughest of dwarfs or the most foolhardy non-dwarf adventurer. Oh, huzzah. Alright, question number 5. What is the digital edition of Dungeons and Dragons known as? Alright, there's a digital version. I was talking to Holly about it. Let's see if she knows what this is. Holly got it right. Way to go, Holly. Alright, 47% with D&D Beyond, followed by D&D Unlimited, Infinite, and Next. So what is the digital edition of Dungeons & Dragons? It is D&D Beyond. Way to go, Holly. The digital subscription package D&D Beyond is a suite of digital books, map builder, digital dice, and so much more. I feel like I just did a commercial for them. Alright, so let's throw the scores up. Holly, W5LUL, she is the queen of D&D. She only missed one. Oh, I wonder what that one was. Norman, N5ZOT coming in second, and then Mark A in the number 3 spot. Y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind all the folks that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got 31 people hanging out with us tonight, which is fantastic. Let's see who the latest people were. Looks like Cody, KI5YLS. Hi, Cody. I know you can't hear us, or maybe you can hear us. Oh, he's waving. All right, Cody can hear us. He's going through, that's right, he's going through the Crossroads Echo Link. And Jason, KF5HKQ, joined us at 10:15. He was the last person, so welcome aboard. All right, it is question number 6 time, and that means it's time for y'all to place your bets. All right, which of these Dungeons and Dragons creatures is of the Plasmoid race from the Spelljammer campaign? Y'all should all know this. Wow, 79% went with the smudgy thing. We got the hippo coming in second, the insect coming in third. Nobody picked on the prehistoric C-3PO. So, all right, well, 79%. Let's see if y'all are right. You are correct. Plasmoids are Morpheus begins to take on the shape most comfortable to those around them. Well, 79% got that, so let's see what did this do to the score. Norman, N5ZOT, and the number 2. Look at all that green. Norman got 305 points. Jason, KB5MPJ, got 255 points. And Holly, W5LUL, got 155 points just off that question. All right. Well, good for y'all. Let's see how you do with question number 7. What Star Wars director often credits Dungeons & Dragons with his creative abilities? %, with Jon Favreau. Y'all can't be wrong. You're not. You are correct. He said that his several interviews that the background of D&D gave him understandings of story and balance and helped immensely on his creative abilities. Question number 8. What was the first official campaign setting added to Dungeons & Dragons? Yeah, right. Everybody's getting their nerd card checked at the door. All right, so let's see. I would have had no idea what this was. We got a tie for first place between Jackador and Dragonlance, followed by a Greyhawk and a Ravenloft. So let's see. What was the first official campaign setting added to Dungeons & Dragons? The correct answer is Greyhawk. Greyhawk was the first of the D&D settings created and expanded on by the game's co-creator, Gary Gygax. We got 2 more questions. Y'all hang in there. 2 more questions. No rage quitting. No rage quitting. Come on. You can do it. Which of these is not one of the 7 required types of dice needed for a typical D&D campaign? Which of these is not one of the 7 required types of dice? Yeah, we got Frank Sinatra next. I did that to keep all the old folks in the game. It's like, I like Frank! All right, 61% of you says it's a D18 dice, followed by a D6, a D20, and a D12. So which one of these is not one of the 7 required types? One of them is, it's the D18. The necessary dice for D&D campaigns are 1 of each, a D4, a D6, a D8, a D12, D20, and 2 D10s. Players do not need a D18. The first rule of D&D, I think. Everybody should know that. Question number 2. What 3D chess game was developed by Gary Gygax using the creatures from D&D for game pieces? Okay, what was the nerd chess called? Let's see what y'all think. It was called Dragon Chess, followed by Dungeon Chess, and then we got Fantasy Chess and Goblin Chess. Well, at least they wanted everybody to know that it was chess. All right, so what was it? It's either got to be Dungeons or Dragon Chess. I think I would have gone, I don't know, I would have gone with Dungeon Chess. I would have been wrong, because Dragon Chess is the correct answer. So there you have it. All right, we're finally done, y'all, with Dungeons and Dragons. Let's add up the scores and see who's doing what. We got Norman, N5ZOT in the number 1 spot, Jason, KB5MPJ in the number 2 spot, and Rob, K9LZY in the number 3 spot. Norman missed 1. All right, for those of you that don't know, if you scroll down past the scores, you'll see which ones you got right and which ones you got wrong. So, Norman, N5ZOT, I'm guessing you played a little bit of D&D, and I'm dying to know which one of these got you.
All right, first things first. So not only have I played, obviously when I was younger, but my youngest plays Dungeons and Dragons, so I got him up just to make sure we won this. I did win the last Dungeons and Dragons round, but I brought in a ringer just in case, and I'll let him say something real quick. So Nolan, tell him what we missed.
We missed the Gutbuster thingamajig.
Yeah, there we go.
Fantastic, man. I would have missed that one too, or it would have been a super lucky guess. Well, fantastic. I mean, that's the whole fun of trivia is, you can either play against each other in your own house or you can, team up in your house. So way to go, man. Thanks for helping Dad on that and helping him win this round. Let's go talk to Jason, KB5MPJ. He got 7 out of 10. Jason, did you play a whole lot of D&D?
This is KB5MPJ. Yeah, I used to play D&D 2nd edition, but I still had to guess at a lot of these. And the ones that got me, the digital edition one, the Star Wars Director, and the first official campaign setting added to the game. And then, yeah, there were still quite a few that I guessed or made an educated guess despite having played. KB5MPJ.
Well, good to know, that even people that knew what was up didn't, need some help. Rob, K9LZY, he got 7 out of 10 as well, 634 points. Rob, are you a D&D player?
K9LZY, yeah, I played a lot when I was a kid. It actually really improved my reading, and I had to read those books, and I was into comic books and then got into D&D with all those words, but yeah, I played quite a bit. So yeah, I got the Catnip one wrong, and I got the Gutbuster one wrong, and then the Invocation one wrong. Back to that.
Right on, man. Yeah, I was talking to Holly. We got to figure out a way to do like D&D over the repeater with the online stuff. That might be kind of fun. See if we can't figure out some way to make that happen. Well, let's add up all 3 rounds and see how the Friday Night Trivia Net is progressing. Mark A is still in the front with 1,135 points. Rob, K9LZY, in the number 2 spot with 1,056 points. And Holly, W5LUL, in the number 3 spot with 942 points. Let's see how we're doing with the Okies versus the Roadies. Oak Hill had 605 to Crossroads 392. There you have it. The Okies are ahead. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got Frank Sinatra for all the young people in the crowd tonight because he's hip and swing and cool, Daddy-O. We're going to move everybody into round 3 intermission. We're going to fire this up. We'll see you right back for round number 4.
KX wireless client.
I love it. Y'all act like y'all got somewhere to go, sitting there stomping your feet. I played so many hours of Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh my God, that was one of my favorite games. I think it was absolutely awesome. So loving that and the Daffy Duck. I have all the Looney Tunes for my niece and my nephew. Because you gotta give that to the kids. They have to be able to see that. And we also have the Jetsons and the Flintstones, all that good fun stuff. All right, let's move over into round number 4. It's not Dungeons and Dragons. It's not Drag and Drop. It is Frank Sinatra. And I know y'all are going to do super well at this one. And if you suck at it, you're just going to blame the game. So either way, I don't care. But let's get round number 4 started up. Question number 1. What Hollywood classic did Frank Sinatra attempt to stop from going into production? Well, we lit them all up, and some like it hot, taking the number 1 spot, followed by The Godfather, Midnight Cowboy, and On the Waterfront. So let's see, what was he trying to get stopped from being made? It was The Godfather. Believing the character of Johnny Fontaine to be based on him in an unflattering way, Frank Sinatra publicly campaigned and enlisted the help of the local Italian-American groups to prevent The Godfather from being made. Question number 2. What record label did Frank Sinatra establish in 1960? %, say it's Reprise Records, followed by Prestige Records, Signature Records, and then Epic Records. So what did Frank open up in 1960? It was Reprise Records. Following a feud with Alan Livingston at Capitol Records, his home since 1953, Frank Sinatra started Reprise Records and promised artists creative control over their music. The label grew into a music industry powerhouse, releasing albums by Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, Bing Crosby, Rosemary Clooney, and Duke Ellington. His position as head of the label is what earned Sinatra the nickname Chairman of the Board. Question number 3. What film earned Frank Sinatra his only Academy Award nomination for Best Actor? Little over half going with The Man with the Golden Arm. Cast a Giant Shadow coming in second, followed by The Pride and the Passion, and then Some Came Running. The correct answer, what was Frank Sinatra's only Academy Award nomination for Best Actor? It was The Man with the Golden Arm. Y'all are right. In 1956, Frank Sinatra received his only Oscar nomination for Best Actor in his work as a junkie trying to kick the habit in The Man with the Golden Arm. Sinatra won a Best Supporting Oscar for 1953's From Here to Eternity, and he was also later awarded 2 honorary Academy Awards. Question number 4. What historic event prompted Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby to record the patriotic album America, I Hear You Singing? Well, the JFK assassination is where y'all put your points, followed by the Vietnam War, and then a tie for the space race and the March on Washington. So what caused Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby to put this record out? It was the JFK assassination. Backed by Fred Warning's Pennsylvanians, Americans I Hear You Singing is a collection of patriotic songs such as This Land Is Your Land and This Is a Great Country, recorded by Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby as a tribute to John F. Kennedy, who was assassinated the previous year. Question number 5. Who wrote My Way with Frank Sinatra in mind and saw the song go on to become Sinatra's signature tune? Well, look at that. Y'all are going with Burt Bacharach. 35%. We got a tie with Paul Anka and Neil Sedaka, and then John Denver coming in fourth. So who wrote My Way with Frank Sinatra in mind? It was Paul Anka. In 1968, Frank Sinatra recorded My Way, written for him by Paul Anka, in just one take. Despite it being considered his signature song, Sinatra claimed that singing My Way, feeling that it came across as a self-tribute to the, good Lord, to the quality he despised. He had a lot of feelings about that song. All right, let's show the scores here. We're halfway through. Scott, KI5 OVD in the number one spot. Look at that, 275 points. Ken, KI5 VGN in the number two spot, and Kent, KI5 RVT in the number three spot. All right, y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, let's remind all the people out there, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got question number 6 coming up, and you know what that means. It's time to place your bets. All right, what band leader's orchestra backed Frank Sinatra on his first top 10 hit in 1940? Number one answer on the board, Benny Goodman, followed by Tommy Dorsey, and then we got a tie for second or third and fourth, Harry James and Les Brown. So let's see, was it Benny Goodman? It wasn't. It was Tommy Dorsey. Oh man, 32% got it. Let's see what that does to the score. Scott, KI5 OVD in the number one still, 138 points. Way to go, man. Ken, KI5 VGN in the number 2 spot, and Kent in the number 3. All right, well, let's see how we do. We got 4 more questions. Question number 7. What is the only feature film directed by Frank Sinatra? .44% with None But the Brave. Then we got, Von Ryan's Express, followed by Tony Rome and the list of Adrian Messenger. The correct answer, what did he direct? None But the Brave was the first international co-production between Japan and the United States. Came out in 1965. Question number 8. What was Frank Sinatra's final Billboard number 1 hit? All right, My Way, taking the number 1 spot, followed by Strangers in the Night, That's Life, and Something Stupid. What was Frank Sinatra's final Billboard number 1 hit? It was Something Stupid. Though he released dozens of singles afterwards, Frank Sinatra last topped the Billboard Hot 100 in 1967 with Something Stupid, a duet with his daughter Nancy. It's the only father-daughter duet to reach number 1. Question number 9. Frank Sinatra appeared in 2 Best Picture Oscar winners, From Here to Eternity and This. Well, y'all are going with The Greatest Show on Earth, followed by All Above Eve, and then Around the World in 80 Days and Annie Hall. The correct answer is Around the World in 80 Days. Frank Sinatra provided one of the many celebrity cameos as a Barbary Coast saloon pianist in 1956 Around the World in 80 Days. All right, it's our last question in round number 4. Let's see how y'all are going to end this round. Where is the Frank Sinatra Brotherhood and Friendship Center located? .46% with Hoboken, followed by Los Angeles, and then Nazareth, and then Rome. So where is the Frank Sinatra Brotherhood and Friendship Center located? The correct answer is Nazareth. After a series of concerts in Israel, Frank Sinatra, a longtime supporter of Jewish cause, donated his $50,000 profit to help establish the Frank Sinatra Brotherhood and Friendship Center for Arab and Israeli children in Nazareth. He later donated his entire salary from the film Cast a Giant Shadow to the center. All right, we're done with round number 4. So we're going to add up all of the scores. Scott, KI5 OBD, man, way to go. 413 points. Sky, N5LX coming in second, and Kit, KI5VGN, in the number 3 spot. Let's go talk to Scott, KI5OBD. You got half of these right, man. Did you listen to a lot of Frank Sinatra growing up?
Not on the Victrola, but the only reason I know anything about Frank Sinatra is because A, I'm old, and B, there was always a television in the house, even if it was a little 13-inch black and white with rabbit ears and foil on the antennas. But I watched a lot of Johnny Carson. I even remember Ed Sullivan. So that explains it, right? Good round. Great fun. KI5OBD.
Right, which is at least, it wasn't drag and drop. So, hey, there you have it. Let's go talk to Sky, N5LX. Sky, are you a big fan of the Blue Eyes?
This is N5LX. Well, I like him a lot. He's a really great singer. I don't listen to him a lot, but I was kind of peripheral vision while I was listening to music, so I don't know. I think I'm older, and so maybe I picked up on some of that stuff. I'm not very good at Dungeons and Dragons, though, so anyway, back to you, and while I'm here, have a good night, everybody, and I hope you have a really wonderful weekend.
Yeah, so we've got, you're putting out a Fox tomorrow morning, and Jeffrey is either putting one out tomorrow morning or already has. So we got 2 Foxes going on this weekend, which ought to be a whole lot of fun, and brunch. All right, man. Well, let's go talk to Ken, KI5BGN. Ken, are you a Sinatra fan?
KI5VGN, I love the chairman of the board. Huge fan of the Capitol years. Not so much a fan of the My Way, Strangers in the Night years, but love his films, love his music, and in my humble opinion, greatest entertainer of the 20th century. KI5VGN.
Well, there you have it, man. All right. Well, so you're in the top 3. So I'm glad you made it in the top 3. All right. Round number 4 is over. We're gonna add up all of the rounds and see who the winner of the Friday Night Trivia Net is. Drum roll, please. It is Mark A. Mark A. is the winner with 1,283 points. Rob, K9LZY, in the number 2 spot, and Jason, KB5MPJ, in the number 3 spot. Let's go talk to Mark A. and see. We know he's got some Easter plans. Mark, what's going on for the weekend, man?
Hey, Rusty. It's basically just preparations for the Easter plans tomorrow, and then Sunday it's executing those plans. So I hope everybody out there has a great Easter. And back to you.
Roger, man. Well, happy Easter to you and your family as well. Let's go talk to Rob, K9LZY. Rob, what are you doing this weekend, man?
K9LZY, a whole lot of nothing. I can't believe second place. Being that D&D geek really helped me out during my formidable early years. So not much going on this weekend, like I said, just kind of a lazy weekend. Waiting for the weather to get better to get down on the boat. Back to net.
Everybody, make sure you put a check next to Rob's got a boat, and it's almost summertime. So y'all start being nice to Rob. We love Rob. Jason, KB5MPJ, in the number 3 spot. Jason, what are you up to this weekend, man?
Hey, Rusty, I'm going to go to the brunch at the Texas Pie Company tomorrow, so see y'all there, hopefully, if y'all are going. And then I'm going to get barbecue that evening, so I've got a lot of eating to do tomorrow. And let's see, Easter Sunday, you're just kind of playing it by ear. KB5MPJ.
Very good, man. You've always got fun stuff going on for the weekends. Every time you talk to us and tell us what you're doing for the weekend, you've always got something cool. The rock climbing gym sounded fun. Like I don't know, man. You seem to have a whole lot of fun down there. We need to go do some stuff down there. Next up is Scott, KI5OBD. He's in the number 4 spot. I know Scott's going to be at brunch because he set the whole thing up. So Scott, tell us, besides brunch, or including brunch, what are you up to this weekend?
Yeah, brunch. Looking forward to that. Should be a lot of fun. And what else this weekend? Chores and, of course, Easter. We're going to the sunrise service at 7:11 a.m. for some reason in a tent, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. So yeah, our church has been through the ringer. We don't have a building right now, so so looking forward to that. Yeah, chores tomorrow, and yeah, not much radio. I haven't made an HF contact in a week, so yeah. Happy Easter, y'all. KI5OBD.
Happy Easter, Scott. Sounds like fun. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Kent, KI5RBT, and the number 5 spot. Kent, what are you up to this weekend? I'm pretty sure you said you weren't coming for the brunch, but anything else fun and exciting going on for the weekend?
My new scanner Discone antenna came in just a little while ago, so I'm going to be rebuilding my my antenna setup, my brackets and all that, and trying to get a better signal off the scanner. I enjoy listening to the aircraft and the fire dispatch and all that all night. I just wish I could get the police, but I think they've encrypted everything. I'm going to try to go do something with Ben. He's here this weekend, so have some fun and get some productivity out of myself. KI5RBT, back to that.
Right on, man. Hi, Ben. Good to hear you around us. So you have a Discone antenna, if memory serves me correct. Is that what you have the scanner plugged into, or is that for something else, or am I thinking of somebody else with a Discone antenna?
Yeah, right now I've got a tram Discone, and I'm not real happy with the signal that's coming in because I was the other day I started listening to aircraft frequencies on my Comet antenna, and it was crystal clear coming over my 991. So I decided that my antenna for my scanner sucks, and I bought a Diamond Discone antenna. So hopefully it's better. I'll let y'all know that probably tomorrow night. KI5RBT.
Very cool, man. Next on the list is Holly, W5LUL. Holly, are you going to be brunching with us tomorrow?
Hey, Rusty. This is W5LUL. I am planning on doing brunch. And then we're going to go see my mom on Sunday and my kids and my nephews. And so it should be a nice weekend. Back to net. Thanks for hosting.
Awesome. Happy Easter to you. Norman, N5ZOT is next. He's in the number 7 spot on the list. Norman, what you got going on for the weekend? Are you going to be doing fox hunts or brunch or Easter stuff? Well, we might have lost Norman. But next is Steve, KI5UKF. Steve, are you going to come have first breakfast, second breakfast, or fox hunt? You going to come hang out tomorrow with us?
We're actually kind of having Easter Sunday on Saturday, so tomorrow's looking a little bit rough. We'd love to hang out with you guys. It's just too bad it just didn't work out this weekend. But anyway, hope everybody has a great and happy Easter weekend, and we'll catch all you guys next week. KI5UKF, back to net.
Right on, man. Happy Easter, and we'll figure out a way to fox hunt. Don't you worry. We do it too often, so we'll get you in there, man. Next on the list is Dave, KI5STT, and I'm hoping he's going to come have brunch with us as well. Dave, you got anything else planned for the weekend?
Hey, Rusty. Yep. Gonna go to the pie shindig. Gonna be smoking a brisket for the Easter banquet we're having on Sunday. That's about it. Hope everybody has a good Easter. KI5STT.
All right. Well, happy Easter, man, and good luck on the brisket. Next on the list, and the very last, number 10, Randy, KJ5AFM. Randy, what are you doing this weekend?
Well, Rusty, not to kick Dave, but we're going to put about 80 pounds of brisket on the pit starting tomorrow, 20 pounds of sausage, get ready for Easter family reunion cooking for about 100 people. So we got a refrigerator full of cooking liquid that we're going to partake on tomorrow and try to be in decent shape to serve a 1 p.m. meal on Sunday.
All right, well, I'm going to look you up on QRZ, and I have a weak mind and a strong back, man. I can help. Well, happy Easter, man. It sounds like you're going to have a lot of fun with your cooking liquids and all your protein and whatnot. But it sounds like a good weekend for sure, man. So happy Easter. All right, well, there's your top 10. We had let's see, how many did we have? We had 31 people play with us tonight. And out of that, there's your top 10. We're going to move you into the elimination round. Oh, but before we do that, actually, hang on. We have to do I'm getting all excited. We got to do the Oak Hill versus Crossroads business, and it looks like the Okies won 766 points to 445 for the Crossroads. So congratulations to the N5 OAK guys and gals. We did it. And good luck next time to our Crossroads friends over at the W5LCR. All right, so next up, now we get to go to the elimination round. So we can kick y'all out and y'all can go to bed. If you're new and have never played the elimination round, you don't have to be fast, you just have to be right, because the first time you're wrong, you are gone. And we try to progressively make it harder so everybody can stick around for a couple of questions. Sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. So we're going to get started. We're going to let everything take a quick breath, and we will come back with question number 1 for the elimination round. So wake up your device and pay attention. It's time to play the elimination round. All right, question number 1 in tonight's elimination round. What fruit traditionally flavors the non-alcoholic syrup grenadine? Well, we're definitely going to be sending some people home. Cherry coming in number 1, cherry flavored, followed by pomegranate, then blackcurrant, strawberry. Nobody picked strawberry. Strawberry wine. The correct answer is pomegranate. Pomegranate is the correct response. That leaves us with 8 survivors. We got 15 eliminated, so let's say goodnight to Sky, N5LX, Randy, KJ5AFM, our guest, KG5SXL, Bill, W5ITZ, Jason, KF5HKQ, Kid, KI5VGN, Gerardo, Kent, KI5RBT, Steve, KI5UKF, the other Steve, KG5LAA, Jason, KB5MPJ, Holly, W5LUL, and Karin, KI5ZPA. Man, oh man. All right, we're down to 8 survivors. 8 survivors. Let's see how y'all do with question number 2. Which new hue of blue crayon did Crayola introduce in 2017? Which hue of blue came out in 2017? Well, you lit up all of them, and the top answer is Dreams Come Blue, followed by a tie between Bluetiful and Blue Moon Bliss. Reach for the Stars coming in number 4. So which new hue of blue was it that Crayola introduced? It was Bluetiful. Bluetiful was it, which leaves us down to Tony and Rob. Tony and Rob. Oh my goodness, we got to say goodnight to Gary, Steve, KI5HWD, Dave, KI5STT, Scott, KI5OBD, see you tomorrow, my friend, Mark A, and Ernesto, KI5PZN. All right, we're down to Tony and Rob. Tony and Rob, how are you going to do on question number 3? All right, gentle people. What is Bambi's first word in Walt Disney's 1942 animated feature, Bambi? It's a 50-50. Is it flower or is it mama? Flower or mama? The correct answer is bird. Bird is the correct answer, meaning everybody just got eliminated. And we got to say goodnight to Rob, K9LZY, and Tony, KJ5AGH. Oh man, it was so close, but it was bird. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope y'all had a good time hanging out with us. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Our call sign is N50AK, and it's made possible through the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n50ak.org. I'd also like to thank Kyle, KA5D, and the Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater system for tonight's game. If you'd like to see all the fun things they're up to or just want more information about the KA5D or W5LCR repeater systems, visit them online at ka5d.com or crhrc.org. I'd like to additionally thank the Crossroads guys for coming in and playing Okies versus the Roadies. Y'all are good sports about this, and it's fun to have somebody else to play against instead of the North versus South. So thanks for hanging out with us and playing, especially on the first Friday. Before you close your web browser, stop by, check out the BBS, go play some board games. You can also see the Trivia Net player rankings, stats, net logs, net check-ins, everything and anything about the Trivia Net can be found on the website. Don't forget breakfast and brunch tomorrow. Ernesto and I and several more are doing Old Man Breakfast at 8 a.m. at Waterloo, followed by club brunch at 10:30 in Kyle, and then we will be fox hunting. So if you would like to join us on any of our adventures, the breakfast begins at 8 a.m. We also have a Sky Fox this weekend, N5LX, and we also have a Jeffrey Fox, KI5MVF. So we got 2 fox hunts. The maps and all the details can be found in the Discord channels. This is WZ5BBS. It's time to bring tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net to a close. I'm going to signal the repeater system to switch back to regular amateur use. And while they're doing that, I'd like to thank you for inviting me into your home every Friday night. Y'all have a great weekend. Happy Easter. Be safe. We'll see you right here for the next Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net. 73, y'all.